Good morning, ma'am. You're Connie Daigle.
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. Daigle, in cause number 24, DCCR 1738, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft with previous theft convictions, and that's from July 5th of 2024. The indictment alleges you were previously convicted of theft March 29th of 2010, and then again August 24th of 2017. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes? Do you fully understand them? I'm sorry?
Fully.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just looking, trying to see what this agreement is.
It's a punishment as a misdemeanor judge under 1244 of the Penal Code.
But it's a probation.
Yes, it's 1 year probated for
Yes.
6 months.
Yeah, we can punish it as a misdemeanor. My understanding is if you punish it as a misdemeanor, you can also punish it with probation, misdemeanor probation. That's my thinking at least.
Oh, I don't know. I've never done that in all these years. Can we, for sure?
It's no prohibition against it under 1244.
But it's a state jail felony conviction, so it's an A. 1244A is the state jail felony conviction
Yes,
with misdemeanor punishment.
that's right, Judge.
B is just reducing the whole thing. That's not what we're doing.
That's not what we're doing.
So it's
Fine.
1244A. But if it's a state jail felony conviction, I don't know how to, I can't sentence her to 1 year in the state jail and probate it.
Well, we don't, I mean,
Oh,
county jail.
right.
No, we wouldn't be county jail.
Yeah, but I
that's
don't
the
think there was a
confusion.
line that said I
Yeah.
could do a county jail probate.
Yeah, it's not state jail, Judge. It should be county jail.
Okay.
Maybe I took it on the wrong line.
No, I'm just gonna mark
And
through. We just
okay,
need to
I didn't
mark
catch
through
that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so,
It's 1 year county jail probated for 6 months.
okay. It feels weird.
And I've never done it either.
But it's just, my understanding is punishment, it can be punished as a misdemeanor.
Right.
With no limitation on the type of punishment.
Right,
So why not do a misdemeanor probation?
okay. Okay. Makes sense. You're the one that has to do the judgment.
What,
Tommy's number.
I know,
is there a
okay.
line that has county jail? Like,
No, I marked through, well, there is
There is a
actually.
line that- yeah,
There is a
so I
line.
put
Let me
on the
do
wrong
that.
line,
That'll,
yeah.
that's okay. I'm
There's a
gonna
line.
change that. At least it'll read more clearly when we're looking at it and trying to figure out later when Anna's asking me what we did. Okay, so the agreement then is for you to be convicted of the state jail felony, but you would be punished under section 1244A of the Penal Code, which means your punishment would be 1 year in the county jail, but you wouldn't have to serve that. You would serve it on probation for 6 months. If you violate your probation, then you could go back to do that 1 year in the county jail. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And no restitution.
No.
Okay.
No.
Also, part of that probation is that you're not allowed in any Target store. You understand that as well? Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Any evidence that
This is the moment where everything becomes official. The judge isn't just accepting a plea, she's locking in a conviction that carries long-term consequences. Notice how she carefully confirms competency and understanding. That's crucial. If a defendant later claims they didn't understand the deal, this exact moment is what courts look back on. So ask yourself, do you think most defendants truly grasp what they're agreeing to under this kind of pressure and
any evidence that Ms. Daigle is not
No,
competent?
Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of theft with previous theft convictions. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 1 year in the Jefferson County Jail under Section 1244 of the Penal Code, but I'm going to probate that. You'll be on probation for 6 months. You are ordered to pay the $250 fine. You're ordered to remain out of all Target stores and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, then for all practical purposes, if you do your probation correctly, your case here in court is over and you'll be able to serve that 1-year sentence while you're out on probation. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, your probation revoked, and you could go to Jefferson County Jail for that agreed time frame of 1 year. Do you understand? I've handed you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility.
Review 1, and here's the hidden weight of this deal probation. Sounds like freedom, but it's actually a tightrope. One misstep, one violation, and that 1-year sentence becomes very real. Add in restrictions like firearm bans and even being barred from certain stores. And suddenly, this isn't just punishment, it's lifestyle control. So what do you think is probation? A second chance, or just delayed consequences waiting to happen?
Eligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgments entered against you, or the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provided you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Ms. Holmes. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to go over your paperwork when she's ready. She's sitting at that desk right over there, so watch for her to call you up there, okay? Good luck to you, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Holmes.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman.